Onegaishimasu. Onegaishimasu. Greetings and welcome back to the Goju Dojo. Senpai Rob Lewis and myself as Burgos. We're going to cover the basic blocks as we teach it here in the Kaizen Goju Karate Jutsu. Okay, blocks. I'm a strong believer that there is no such thing as blocks. All blocks are in fact strikes. Now I'm showing you the blocks as I've learned them through the urban Goju system. That being said, I've modified my performance of the blocks to show what I'm actually teach, which is more nuances and more attacking the limbs than just performing the blocks. So the first two blocks are your Geidan Bare. The next two are your Shudan Uke. Next is the Jodan Uke. Then the last two is the Yoko Uke. Okay. There's two ways of actually performing these blocks. One is, here is your first thing. We have to cross our center, then coming down. So she's coming in, here, down. But we're not blocking, I'm actually striking. So when he's coming in, I'm turning, I'm rotating my arm so I can strike. Then I'm going to come in, strike the medium nerve, ulnar nerve, and I'm going to push I'm going to push towards his opposite end as I strike, deviating his quarters. So as he comes in, here, there. And I'm going to drive my block down to his hip. That provides an opening for my punch. Okay? Shudan Uke. Whether it's here or here. This is your first part. Remember, we have to cover our center. We have to cover the center. So when he comes in, I cover the center, come underneath. I don't want to come here because I'm going to be too short. I want to come here, then I want to push towards his shoulder. Towards his shoulder. Right. Locking my lats in place. My block out here is weak. My block here is strong. And I want to push from my core. We'll do a video later on motion and core and quad movement as I push forward. I'm not here. I'm not here. I'm here. I'm driving my force from my core into him. Jodan Uke. I want to divert that away from me, sort of like an Indian burn. Like an Indian burn. Again, rotating my hand. Rotating my hand as I do that. At the same time, simultaneously, I want to come underneath his elbow, behind his elbow. Behind the elbow, right where the tricep tendon is. And that's where I'm going to strike up. I'm going to rub against that and bring it up. Bring my body into my block on a lateral motion. I want my elbow to align with my shoulder, to align with my hip, align with my ankle. I'm receiving the attack. I'm not here. My lats are open. Close that lat. I want this alignment straight down. Elbow, shoulder, hip. So when he comes in, I'm going to drive forward. You notice my body's coming forward, driving my body forward, and then thrusting in, leaving his rib cage open for attack. leaving rib cage open for attack. Okay? So I want to drive in here and up. Another way of doing this is using my knuckles straight across. My knuckles straight across. And scrape, scrape. And then using these knuckles to come straight up. To come straight up. That way I have a choice whether I want to cross punch or drop punch. Do whatever I want from there. But the idea here, I don't want here, I want here. That way I'm using my lats and my body to stop the attack. Yoko or deflect block. Some schools come here and they're wide open to come across. There's no need for that. If I'm doing that, I might as well block with this hand. But instead, as he's coming in, here. Okay? Right. Deflecting and striking.
Sure.
Deflecting, striking. Deflect, strike. Use that momentum. Okay?
Yeah.
Here, cross. Use that momentum. Here, cross. What I'm doing there comes from. So I'm coming here, right? I'm just lapping my hand over him so I can deflect, 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 strike.
Right.
This is more of an outside block than an inside block, because if I go inside, I have that to contend with. I could, but I have to be super fast. So here, deflect is not really an option. But here, deflect, now I can come in. Right? Boom. Driving my body behind that. It's also utilized if someone's grabbing your shoulder, you can come across. If you're going to do a wrist lock. Grab, wrist lock, and come across. Okay? We'll use this technique at another video when we work in Kyushu and Toide and Chinna, the grappling arts and the striking vital areas. But for now, he's coming in. I'm going to just grab, turn. This is no longer here because I'm worrying about that hand. If I'm here, he can still strike with that hand. So instead, that's here. Because he's going to worry about that block, and I don't have to worry about it. But at the same time, I have a trap. So after I strike, then I come down with that technique. Okay? Here, I'm scraping up, scraping down, striking. I want to strike really behind the elbow. Okay? And everything is push-pull. Everything is push-pull. So if I'm here, I want to pull and I want to push. Okay? That's the hard block. Then we have the soft block, which is no different except that the hands are open. Mm-hmm. But when he's coming in, soft block, low block, down.
Just punching.
Okay? What I'm doing is I'm stopping, then I'm using the heel of my hand to strike down. Because that leads forward to this. Okay? Come in. Okay? Down. Strike. Down. Down. This is your low block. The kakyuke, right? Instead of doing this, he's resisting, and I'm trying to stop him. But when I do kakyuke, I get more. Why? Because of the rotation of the radial and ulnar bones. It's easier. Don't forget to keep your lats closed. Also, open, right? It also allows itself for a trap to pull. For a trap to pull. Down, asiyuka, pressing block, or more strikes. Kakiyuke, or shoot on hikite. Okay? And we have an exercise that we do, flow drills. Watch for the tape. So kakiyuke is the next. Shoot on hikite is the same thing, right? Same thing. Up, up, and turn. Because if I just come up, what is this?
Sure.
But if I come up and rotate, up and rotate, up and rotate, it allows for more, right? I want my thumb in. I want my fingers to lead. I want my fingers relaxed. So when he comes in, rotate. It allows for hooking. Allows for hooking. Okay? Allows for that hooking, for that trapping. We see this a lot in the Goju katas. Right?
All right.
There are more strikes. Okay? Using the palm and the fingers. Strike it with this part here. All right? Okay. Down, up. Down, up. Turn it. Down, up. Oh. Okay. That's what that is. Okay. Then we have, of course, the stop.
I'm going to change hands.
The stop. And what I want to do is basically I want to get across his arms and push. Cross his arm and push.
Right.
Right? So I want to basically stop him. Okay? That's basically a strike. Okay. Then we have the Mawashokyo. Right? Here. Here. As we come in, this hand turns over and we push out. Right? Push out. Locking that hand in place. Locking that hand in place. Locking that hand in place. Now I have a trap. Trapped his wrist, trap his elbow. I can now just drop down. Okay? So, okay? Not this wide thing. Not this wide thing. In. In, keeping your lats closed. Okay? Those are the blocking systems of our Kaizen Kan Goju Karate Jutsu. Next, we're going to demonstrate the MPs and the Chutos. Stand by.